You see, it's so important for us to know that whether we are into a relationship or getting engaged or into marriage, you're replaceable. You are not indisposable. So calm yourself down. But it applies to both man and woman. The reason why, once it is God that is involved in it, that God find you faithful in that realm, is that His Spirit rested upon you for that person, for that moment. Whether ministry relationship or marriage relationship, it's a spirit. It's not a statutory human being. No. Because it means that if the person becomes an unbeliever, this person can never marry anymore. Or if the person dies. No. As the one, two things are very needed to drive yourself home so that you're not retarded, you're not stagnant, and you're not dumped. That we are Christian does not mean that we cannot be dumped, whether man or woman. Number one, keep firing on spiritually. And number two, don't stop being beautiful. Don't stop dazzling physically. Don't become mother-in-law, even when you are not even yet married. He's going to look for a girlfriend. And don't become grandfather. White hair everywhere. And you are not married yet, you've grown bald head. She's going to look for a young boy. It applies to when you get married also. That is, the Bible says God has put eternity in the heart of man. So God has done his own part. You activate the eternity by pursuing God. The more you pursue God, the more valuable you become. As a matter of fact, there comes a time, because the works of God have appeared to you, and his glory also, that God, the beauty of the Lord that God comes upon you, and he establishes the works of your hands. Value. Humans are always objective. Nobody is looking for what will demarket them or deprofit them. Everybody is looking for what will market them and profit them. So, and number two, the basic apparatus, the basic utensils needed for us to glow and continue to be beautiful, God has given to us. He now gave us brain so that we can use it to tweak. There are clothes that don't fit you. You don't start wearing grandma's cloth because you say, he has said it's the will of God. I can tell you 1,000,000 times that it's the will of God. I can tell you it's not the will of God anymore. Come and kill me. Come. I've told people I think the God is in this. After some time I say, it's not. And I say, I have to go. They say, no, but you said that. I say, I don't care. I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do. Yes. You know, because a lot of us have been taught very wrongly that once he says it's the will of God, he has to stand by what he says. I'll just move out of that city. I have audacity. The way you're looking at me, I have audacity. I'll just move out of that. I can't live with what is going to be hassling me for all of my life. I can't live with it. And I refuse to also be a liability over somebody. I'm 50 years old. People are trying to ask, yes. But I may not be effortlessly handsome, but you can't deny the anointing. I don't leave myself to chance. Even when I'm 120, I'm not going to grow stomach. That is all the tendencies there to grow stomach, grow cheeks, go. When I look at myself in the mirror, sometimes I see cheeks. I say, impossible. I say, impossible. For what? I say, impossible. So we fight each other. Cheeks, bum, stomach. And some of you will now have white stomach, mustache at age 40-something with white. He says it's a lot of stress at work. Somebody will be able you to stress your wife. I've just told you. There are people who know how to tweak their mustache. They do it like Charlie Chaplin. And they put good perfume on the body. Any human being spare good perfume, that's where they will go. And then you just go home, so much like this. Mama Philo, Mama Philo, where my food? You never put my food here. You are abroad. You are in Europe. My food, no day here, Mama Philo. God didn't create you to marry. It's by mistake you got married. Because you are not supposed to be the unhappiness of somebody else. Are we here? Ma, are we here? You get the gist? So, be careful of those around you. So, it's so important that all these are known. That nothing is statutory. Nothing is set on stones. Everything is fluid. I don't like to give people promissory note that I cannot fulfill. Because I've seen more than enough, in about 32 years of following the Lord, I've seen more than enough of crashed relationship. I've seen more than enough. And many of them is not because God wanted crashed. But just like Paul and Barnabas, irreconcilable differences, which they refused to work on.